Welcome, everyone. Okay, so relax out onto the back. Bring the soles of the feet together if you've got the space there. Let the knees fall out. Just turn the palms up. Let them just drift away from you comfortably. Start to find your breath. Lips come together, teeth are separated, jaws relaxed, and the inhales and exhales flow through the nostrils, the breathing apparatus. So it's there to first cleanse the breath. Any particulate gets captured on its way through the nostrils and the nose. And then the air is filtered through various bones and so on that add moisture and the body's heat. And then from there it travels down and begins to fill the lungs. But to perform that action, the diaphragm drops as you expand the belly. This allows a vacuum to occur and the air is drawn into the body. And then as you exhale, it's that subtle release. And to get everything out, there's a gentle squeeze of the navel. Pull it in. Push the air out. Good. So that's one area of a little bit of effort there to push the air away. And the other one is as you breathe in and you get to the top, you take that little sip more. Collarbones will lift. And then you exhale and squeeze everything away. And this way we're slowly allowing the tissues, the body, the ribs, the muscles, collarbones, accessory breathing, muscles the side of the neck, the shoulders even, you'll feel it. Maybe even when you breathe really nice and deeply with that expansive abdomen to allow the diaphragm to drop, you feel some little pulling down low in the front pockets, the hips. Good. Slowly, 1 foot at a time, you're going to extend and straighten the legs, take the feet out to the corners of the mat. Continue to breathe nice and deeply. Reconnecting now, piece by piece. So we start at that furthest point, toes and fingers. So we just start to move them. So those signals that traveled from your mind through your brain, through your body to those furthest points, now activating them. Good. Keep wiggling them and start to circle the hands and the feet around nice and slowly at the wrist and the ankles. Now this will begin to activate more muscles, more signals. Good. Pause and start to go in the opposite direction. Might feel subtly different. Allow the head to now rock from side to side and the chin will move from shoulder to shoulder. This is waking up the neck. Good. You're also multitasking with the brain, two things at once, slightly different. Good. Bring the chin back to center. Slide your legs together. Point your toes gently and reach the arms back alongside the head. And here we continue to straighten the body. Really point, really reach. Take that extra deep breath in, stretch the body out, and then exhale. Bring the arms down alongside you like railings and draw the knees up into the chest and take a grip of them. And then once you grab them, you can kind of give up a little bit. There's some relaxation and you can rock from hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Good. Massaging the back, activating the core muscles and muscles along the spine. You can continue to rock from side to side, or if you have it within your abilities, you can come to center, take a grip on the back of the leg, popping the hips up, and you can roll the length of your spine. Now as the legs come over the head, keep the chin tucked in to protect your neck. Good. Maybe rolling back one more time, cross those ankles, bring the upper body forward, plant the palms, step back to table. Palms under shoulder, knees under hips. So look at all the parts that are touching the earth. You can see them. Both the hands, they're separated sufficiently. Fingers are spreading really wide. Good, then you can look back between the knees. They should be falling directly under those frontal hip bones. And the feet are also separated. Toes aren't touching. Good, push the earth away. So the body has the front and the back. So on the front, we talk about the heart. So lift your heart away from the earth. Not your face, your heart. Just lift it up. Good. Keep pushing the earth away. Hold the low belly in, just a little bit, midline. So there's a bit of effort, but not too much effort. Press the tops of the feet down. Feel the engagement through the entire body. Take a really nice deep breath in. Fill and lengthen through the spine. Bring your big toes together. Let your hips fall back. Keep your arms extended and relax the arms. Just let go of the body here. So there was some subtle engagement. Starting to prepare for action, movement. Let those hips subtly move from right to left. Just a little shift, side to side. Feel that in those hip creases, deeper into the pelvis. Good. Come to center. Straightening the arms. Press your palms. So flare those fingers up. Lift the fingers up away from the ground. The whole palm presses. Now slowly relax. Fingers, knuckle by knuckle, right to the tips, and then grip with those fingertips. On an in-breath, pull yourself forward, shoulders over wrist, knees under hips, feet separate. Inhale, lift the chin and lift the tail, look up. And as you exhale, tuck the chin, arching the back, tucking the tail. Don't let the shoulders fall back. Again, moving as you inhale, the navel, low ribs drop towards the earth as you push into feet and palms, lift tail and chin. And then keep moving. Flexing and extending the spine. We're bringing some warmth there, deep down into the core, starting to allow the energy to move freely through any restrictions as we soften. Good, take one more nice deep breath in. Lift that chin, lift that tail, look up. Exhale, round out, tucking the chin, pushing those hips forward as you tuck the tail. Inhale to a neutral table, Move the knees back a few inches, curl the toes under. If those shoulders fell back, bring them forward. Push into those palms, push into those toes, and then lift your knees just an inch off the ground. Weight bearing. So we've reduced the load on the earth, and now we're taking it in less of the body. You might feel a little heavier. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, lift the hips up now. Push the backs of the legs behind you as we move into that downward dog, that inverted V. Go ahead and bend your right knee and press your left heel down. Breathe. So just stay there. A little bit of effort here applied to that left heel, coming closer to the earth. Think about your hips, and don't let them fall too far out of alignment, and both of your hands are working diligently. Good, now switch. Bend the left, press the right. Nothing else moved, just the shift. One heel lifted, one heel presses down. Give that equal time, that equal effort here. Good, now press both of the heels down. Breathe. Observe the opening. If there's any difference between the two, one is your dominant leg, maybe it's stronger and tighter. Maybe you work with it particularly and it's looser. Just observe. So let's gain a little. Inhale, come up onto the toes. Lift your hips up, press your chest back. Exhale, heels down to the earth. Little length gained maybe. Do that one more time. See if you can get a little bit longer. Rise up onto the toes, lift those hips, armpits back towards the ankle. Exhale, heels down. Good, let's begin to move the body a little more. Inhale, come up onto the toes, soften the knees, look between your hands. As you exhale, walk, step, hop your feet up to the front of your mat. Now inhale, let's find our way to the position. Bring your hands onto your shins just below your knees. Good. Lift your shoulder blades up. Extend your chin slightly forward. So right out of the top of the forehead at the hairline, points level with the horizon. Good. Let the weight come into the toes a little bit. You feel that shift? Inhale, fill up, lengthen, press into the feet. As you exhale, walk yourself down, belly, ribs, heart, chin, nose, forehead. And then inhale, come up to that place where you just were. Lengthen, fill, press. Exhale, belly, ribs, chest, chin, nose, forehead. One more time. Inhale, come up. Lengthen. Now take that grip on the back of the legs as you fold and breathe. Now definitely adding that stretch to the back side of the body. Let's open it up. Try to relax your neck. Just let your head dangle there almost as you draw the shoulders up away from the ears. Use just enough of the upper body strength to draw the upper chest and heart in towards those thighs. Shifting weight equally in heels and toes. Take a deep breath in. Lift your seat up away from the heels. As you exhale, draw yourself in nice and tight, and then soften your knees. And as you inhale, sweep the arms forward and keep going right up to the ceiling. Lift the chin, look up, stand up. Exhale, relax the arms right down to the sides. Take a nice deep breath in, fill yourself up, press into the earth. Exhale, bring your palms together, heart center. Inhale, reach those arms forward and up. Lift the chin, look up. Soften the knees, and we exhale into the forward fold where we just were. Chin, nose, forehead in. Inhale, take that half lift, really extend. Feel the length you've gained. Exhale, fold and plant the palms. Step one foot at a time or hop back, top of a push-up. Good, so on the palms, under the shoulders, feet step back. You can also lower the knees if you prefer. Take a nice deep breath in, looking slightly forward. With control, lower the body down. Try to keep the elbows into the side bodies. Point the toes. Inhale, lift through the back of the head. Gentle cobra. Exhale, relax the body down. Curl the toes under. Inhale, push up to the knees or a push up. And exhale, let's return into the downward dog. Breathe. Each time, looking for that length, that breath, that strength, and that relaxation within the movements and the postures. Using that full breath length to move the body in and out of the positions. Good. Inhale, come up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, hop to the front. Inhale, take the half lift. Exhale, use the whole breath and fold. Soften the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, up, gentle tip back. Exhale, relax the arms down to the sides. Press into the feet, take that deep breath in, stand tall. Exhale, bring the palms together, the heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift the chin, look up. Exhale, take the forward fold all the way down. Inhale, take the half lift. And exhale, plant the palms, step back, lower all the way down, or if you prefer, you can take a chaturanga. Inhale into cobra or starting into an up dog. Curl the toes under and exhale up into down dog. Pause and breathe. Good, so we're gonna exercise with 3 limbs. Both the hands, left foot stay. Right leg, inhale, lift it straight up. Keep the legs straight, keep the hips side by side. Push the heel away, toes straight down to the earth. Good. Now keep the legs straight and start to lift the right hip and stack it over the left. The toes will point out towards the side. Don't let the right shoulder lift. Now bend your knee, bring the heel in towards the buttock. Take 2 more nice deep breaths. Inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, lift that knee, lift that hip. Exhale completely. Now inhale, straighten that leg. As you exhale, take a big step forward, lower the left knee. Come into that low lunge, up onto the fingertips here. Draw the fingers back to that line at the heel. Lift your heart, lift your chin. Gather the fingers together, strengthen and protect the wrists. Breathe. Let your hips melt down. If that right knee falls forward over the foot or the toes, maybe you can move the left knee back. Heel toe, or knee toe, I should say. Breathing deeply here. Let's take one more nice deep breath in, fill up. Exhale, let those hips melt down. We're going to fill the lungs, curl the right toes under. As you exhale, big step forward and fold over the lifted hips. Soften the knees. Inhale, reach forward, up, gentle tip back. Exhale, relax the arms all the way down. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands together. Inhale, reach forward, up, look up. Exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, take the half lift. Exhale, plant palms, step, walk, hop back, top of a push-up. Inhale, nice and strongly, push the earth away. Exhale, lower all the way down, taking cobra or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pause and breathe. Find that really stable position. Now it's the opposite side. Both hands, right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg straight up, keeping hip in line with hip. Breathe. Good, so the leg is nice and straight. Toes are pointing straight down. We keep that alignment with the leg, and now we slowly begin to rotate the left hip up towards the ceiling. The toes will point out. Left shoulder stays down. Don't let it lift. Good. Inhale some length into that left leg. Exhale, bend the knee in towards the glute. Keep the foot flexed. Now the knee and that thigh lift without lifting the shoulder. Nice deep breaths in and out. Good. Inhale deeply. Lift that knee. Lift that hip. Stack. Exhale, squeeze the breath away. Now inhale, straighten that left leg. And as you exhale, big step forward, between the hands, lower to the right knee. Uncurl the toe, rise up onto the fingers. Gather the fingers and draw them back in line with the heel. So knee over ankle. The left foot is out in line with that left hip. And if you were to gaze back towards that right knee, it's also that 2 fist distance apart. This gives us some stability. This will come in handy soon enough. Let those hips melt down. Maybe you can move that right knee back if you've become a little softer there. Take one more nice deep breath in. Really fill and lengthen up through the crown. Exhale. Melt the hips to their furthest place. Now inhale, fill, curl the toes under. As you exhale, big step forward and fold over the lifted hips. Soften the knees. Inhale, reach forward, up. Gentle tip back. Exhale, relax the arms down. Step your big toes together, heels are slightly apart. Good, pressing heavily into the feet. Take a really nice deep breath in, stand tall. Exhale, bend the knees, reach towards the edges of the feet. And then inhale, scoop those arms forward, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, sit down a little bit deeper, tuck the tail, draw the low belly in, and then draw those shoulders back. Spread the fingers, try to straighten those arms. Extend energetically through the fingertips and your gaze. Take a nice deep breath in, fill and lengthen. Exhale, sit down just a little bit deeper. Inhale, stand up, take a gentle tip back. Exhale, reach forward and fold over the lifted hips. Inhale, take the half lift. And exhale. Plant the palms, step back, lower yourself right down to the earth. And then you inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. And let's take the right leg and lift it right up to the sky. Exhale, take that big step forward. This time, pivot and plant your left foot. Inhale, reach up, warrior one. Pause. So really push heavily into that left foot. Try to straighten that left leg. Push that left hip forward. Draw the right hip back. Breathe. Good, so pushing heavily into that right foot. Let your knee fall towards the pinky toe edge, just a little bit. You could gaze down, you could see that big toe. Good. Take one more nice deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your palms down to the earth and step back, down dog. Breathe. Very good. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift that left leg up nice and straight. Exhale, step the left foot forward and pivot and plant that right foot. And prepare on the inhale, reach up. Pause and breathe. Now we find the alignment, the attunement. So that right foot is pressing the whole foot. Try to straighten that right leg and shift the right hip forward, pressing heavily into that left foot, especially the big toe. Draw the left hip right beside the right. Now let that left knee just come out to the side a little bit. Lift that chin, gaze up between those palms. Take one more nice deep breath in, really reach up and extend. Exhale, sweep the hands down and step back, down dog. Breathe. Almost there. Good. Inhale, rise up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward. As you exhale, walk, step, hop the big toes together. Set the hips down, squeeze the legs together. Inhale, scoop the air right up to the sky as you keep the hips sitting down, Utkatasana. Squeeze the legs. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, sit down a little deeper. Now inhale, straighten those legs, reach up. Take that gentle back bend. Exhale, relax the arms down to the sides. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands together, heart center. Inhale deeply. Exhale, sit down, reach for the corners, edges of the feet. Inhale, scoop the air, Utkatasana. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale, reach up, take the back bend. Exhale, forward fold over those lifted hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, lower down with control. Elbows squeeze in. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, push up and back. Down dog, right leg. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, step it forward, pivot that left foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, down dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, big step forward, right foot plants. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower the palms, step back, breathe. Nice, strong posture. Last few breaths. One more movement. Inhale, up onto the toes. Bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, hop forward. Big toes touch, hips set back. Half chair. Inhale, just reach the arms forward. Look down to the earth, just in front of those big toes. Maybe your belly's on the thighs or close to it. Keep that tail tucked. Draw those shoulders back. Maybe you can gaze forward between the palms. Breathe. Take one more nice deep breath in. As you exhale, fold over the lifted hips. Then inhale, come up half. Exhale, fold it in. Tight, tight, tight. Soften those knees. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Take a gentle back bend. And exhale, relax the arms down. Step the feet apart. Close the eyes. Breathe. Good. Step the feet back in. Comfortable hip bone distance. 2 fist distance between the heels. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, lean forward, reach down for the big toes. Grab those big toes. As you inhale, look forward, extend. As you exhale, draw yourself into an active forward fold. A little different than the one you did earlier.
Now rest a lot of weight into those toes, into those fingers as you pull up. Equalize the effort. Extend the crown as you lift the hips up. Breathe. Good. Take one more nice deep breath in. Really fill, lengthen, lift, and extend. Exhale, draw yourself in. Tight, tight, tight. Now inhale, come up and release the grip. Can you place the palms underneath the feet completely? Bring the big toes right up to the wrist creases. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, draw yourself further into the fold. Breathe. Good. Take one more nice deep breath in. Fill, lengthen, press, and extend. Exhale, draw yourself down. And then inhale, start to lift through the back of the head. Release the feet out, fingertips down to the earth. Soften the knees. Relax your head. Now relax your arms. Ragdoll. Give the head a little shake as if saying yes. And then relax. And then say no. Chin moves from side to side. One more time. Yes. Pausing. And no. Good. Relax the head. Relax the arms. Press into those nice strong feet. And take 4 to 5 breaths to roll yourself right back up into that standing position. Leave the head dangling and the arms dangling right to the very end. Little tuck to the tail. Slowly rolling mid-back. As we get up into the upper back, the shoulders will roll back, palms will roll open, and the chin will finally lift level with the earth. Extend up through the crown. Bring those feet into comfortable stance. Take your hands to your hips. So those on this side of the room, we're going to turn to face the windows, and you on this side of the room, we will also turn to face the windows, one leg's length apart. So open those legs up, one leg's length, not too far. Good. Let those heels fall out. Good. Hands are on the hips. We're going to inhale, just lift the chin and look up towards the ceiling above you. Tune into your low ribs. Don't let them stick out in front of you. Keep them drawn in, the navel in. Tuck the tail. Feel the difference in the body. There's going to be some action. There's going to be some resistance that you need to apply muscularly. Inhale. Fill and lengthen. The spine is straight. Exhale, start to lean forward with the heart. Keep looking ahead of you, and then when the shoulders release to the hip level, drop the fingertips down directly under the shoulders. From there, if you can lower the palms. Inhale, lengthen slightly, and then begin to walk those hands back in between the feet as far as you can with palms planted. Good. Spread your fingers. Palms, wrists, elbows, shoulders, right in a line. So if the elbows bend, they go back and they squeeze into that distance, equal. Push heavily into the feet. Lift the seat up away. Don't try to draw your face through those arms. Bring some weight into your toes. Think of your heart. Take one more nice deep breath in. Exhale, draw the heart center between those legs, and then inhale, start through the back of the head. Walk the hands forward, bring them under the shoulders. Soften the knees. Take the hands to the hips, push into the feet, and on an inhale, rise up. Good. Turn your right toes out. Good. Line up your right heel with your left arch, and then bend your knee over your ankle. Gaze down and look for the right big toe. You should be able to see it just inside the knee. Now, keeping that right knee over the right ankle, can you heel toe your left foot back parallel with the back edge of your mat? Gaze back to that right knee. Has it moved out of place? The hips are in line, all open to the windows. You can feel them. So really root into both of your feet and imagine that you could squeeze them together. They don't move, but that muscular action, feel that. Nice stable base. Now release them. Take your arms out to a T. Don't turn your head yet. Keep looking out those windows. The spine is straight up and down like the mast of a sailboat.
Draw the shoulders down. Now, turn the chin, gaze down that right middle finger. Tuck your tail just a little bit. Again, just hold that belly in. So don't reach over that right leg. Make sure that spine is straight up and down. Maybe that energy is reaching back for you. You're drawn forward, so work effort back. Good. Take one more nice deep breath in here. And lower your left hand down to your left thigh. Turn your right palm up and inhale the right hand straight up to the ceiling. So the arm is nice and straight. You're reaching straight up to the ceiling. You're going to draw that shoulder down, and then that straight arm can fall back over the face as you look up towards the palm. Drop that right shoulder down. So maybe you can walk the right fingers down the leg. Maybe you can drape that left arm behind the back. Reach for that right inner thigh or hip. Take one more nice deep breath in. Really reach back and extend. And then we exhale, right forearm to the thigh or fingers down to the pinky toe edge. And we're going to inhale, reach the left arm straight up to the sky, rotating open. So we first start to reach up, try to stack everything. Then the palm turns forward and we begin to reach over the head. And as you reach forward, try to turn the pinky edge down, like the blade of a knife. Nice and strong. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Look down. Inhale. Come back up to that T. Straighten your right leg. Good. Now we start to reach out over the right leg and lower down into this form of Trikonasana. Let the left fingers come up. Whole series on this side. Push heavily into that right big toe. Feel that energy move right up that inner thigh into the hip. And then boom, left hip will stack. Remember that squeezing of the feet towards one another? Try that. See what happens. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, look down to that right big toe, nice and strong. Inhale, come up. Good. Keep the arms up. Turn your right toes in. Good. Now release the arms down behind you. Interlace the fingers. So we start at the fingers. They're woven together. Bring your palms together. And now we start to send the knuckles down to the earth right between those heels. Will the forearms come closer? The elbows. Squeeze the shoulders back. Hey, you remember those bottom ribs? Don't let them stick out. Hold them in. Now you feel that tension in the whole body. Tuck your tail. Take a nice deep breath in. Lift the chin gently. Look straight up above you. Exhale. Start to lean over those open legs. Good. Shoulders level with the hips. Let the upper body go to its furthest place. Then start to lift the knuckles and the forearms up away from the back. Try to reach the knuckles to the ceiling first. Go there. Squeeze everything together. Then maybe you can allow those straight arms to fall over the head towards the windows. Kind of cracking open the chest. Get those shoulders activated. Let some weight come into your toes. Take one more nice deep breath in. Really reach those knuckles up and out. And then exhale. Allow the arms to slide down the legs to the earth. Plant the fingers underneath. And then inhale. Come up halfway. Bring your left hand in front of your face. And here it's important. Gather your fingers. So the fingertips are spread first. You put them on the ground, and then as if you could bring them together, you'll feel that activation again through the wrist. Sweep your right arm out like a wing. Palm is level. Pause. Okay, so everybody level off your hips. Right hip's got to drop. So how do you do that? Shift that inner right thigh towards your left foot. Good. Now, keep the hips there, lift the right fingers, follow it with your eyes, then your chin and your face. Good, that subtle shift, level them out. Full breaths here. Feel the tension, the give and the take. within the body. Take one more nice deep breath in, really reach those right fingers, and then exhale, sweep them down, right fingers where the left ones were. Let's set it up. So take the arm out like a wing first, tune into your hips. You can drop that left one down preemptively, and then start to lift those fingers up. Don't let that hip lift up. Press that inner left thigh down and towards that right foot or ankle. Try to straighten both your legs. If you let that knee bend, it'll give. The hips will move. It's all connected. Tune in. Take a deep breath. That full exhale. Squeeze the navel. Now inhale. Lift those fingers. Up, 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 up. Exhale. Lower the fingers down. Separate the hands. Soften the knees. Good, bring your hands to your hips. And on the inhale, we rise up. Good, now it's the left toes. We turn them out, and we bring the heel in line with the arch. Bend in to the knee, bring it over the ankle, and we look into the inner knee towards the big toe. You see the whole big toe. Knee over ankle, shin is perpendicular. Good, now can you take that foot back behind you towards the back edge of your mat? It's parallel. Good, both the hips are still open towards those windows. You can feel them. And remember, we want to try and bring the legs towards, the feet towards one another. Feel that engagement. Whole lower body. Release the hips, send the arms out to a T. Now again, that spine is straight up and down. No leaning, no reaching. Little tuck to the tail. Draw the shoulders down and then turn the chin, gaze down the left. Middle finger. Breathe. Try to let those hips melt down. Maybe after a few breaths you find some softness, and that right foot might move back a millimeter, centimeter, maybe even a few inches. You were holding out. Let that left knee drift over towards the pinky toe edge just a little bit. Good. Take a really nice deep breath in. Stretch across those arms. As you exhale, lower the right hand down to the thigh. Turn your left palm up. Inhale, straight up to the ceiling first. The arm is straight. Then draw the straight arm down at the shoulder, and then let the whole upper body fall back. The arm remains straight. Gazing up towards the palm or that wrist crease. Cracking open that left side. Breathe deep. Maybe you can walk those right fingers down the leg. Maybe you can reach around the back and grab for the hip or that inner thigh. Good. Take one more nice deep breath in. Really reach back, fill up. As you exhale, left forearm to knee or all the way down to the earth on the outside of the foot. And then we inhale, bring the right arm up. So we try to stack everything first before we go any further. We're in that nice tight line as if we were on a tightrope. Now turn that palm forward and start to reach it nice and straight over the head, and like a knife's edge, try to drop the pinky edge of the palm down. Reach, extend, breathe. Good. Take a really nice deep breath in. Fill and lengthen through those fingers. As you exhale, look down to the toe. Nice and strong. Inhale up to the T. Straighten that left leg. As you exhale, start to reach out over that leg and tip into this form of triangle. Good. Left toe, that big toe. Push heavily into it. Feel that energy up that inner thigh and across the hips. Draw that right one back. Remember those feet? Squeeze them towards one another. Feel that engagement with the body. Turn the chin. Gaze up towards those right fingers. Take one more nice deep breath in. Reach up, reach up, reach up. Exhale. Look down. Nice and strong. Inhale. Rise up. Arms to a T. Turn those left toes in. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Bring the hands to the hips. Take a grip on those hips. Draw your shoulders, your elbows back. Low ribs stay tucked in. Take a nice deep breath in. Extend up through the crown. Look up. Exhale. Start to lean over those open hips. Good. Grab those hip bones with those hooks of fingers. Pull upward. Elbows upward. Shoulder blades together. Let the head go. Some weight into the feet. Look, mom, no hands. Breathe. Tune into the hips and space and the weight in the feet. Make sure it's equal, heels and toes. Take one more nice deep breath in. Lift those hips away from the heels. Extend through the crown. Exhale, fold to your furthest place. Soften those knees and inhale. Start to lift up through the back of the head. Good. This is where we'll be different. We're going to turn the foot at the top of the mat up and then take a nice big step. Bring the hands to the heart center. Separate your feet. Take your arms straight out in front of you. Soften your knees. As we did before, we pressed the palms and we lifted the fingers. This time, press the soles of the feet, both the big toe, the pinky toe edge, and 2 anchoring points on the heels. Pick your toes up, span them out, and then relax them down. And let's pick up the heels. Come up onto the toes. Root that big toe in. Good. Take a really nice deep breath in here, and exhale, start to bend the knees, keeping the heels lifted. Come right down, sitting on those heels. Good. Do you need the balance of the arms? If not, maybe you can bring the hands to the heart center. Breathe deeply. Good. Let's take the crease of the palms, bring it right up onto the top of the head, send those elbows out to the side. Don't lift the shoulders to the ears though. Good. Take a nice deep breath in, and can you just lean a little bit to the right? Squeeze the right ribs and hips together. Good. Inhale. Let's come up. Wonderful balance, everyone. Exhale. Over to the left to give that hip and rib a little squeeze. Good. Then inhale. Come up. Exhale. Release your fingertips down to the earth. Lower the seat. Roll out onto the back. Draw your knees into the chest. Loosely relax the abdomen. Let your knees fall apart and rock from side to side. Good. Return to the center. Go ahead and drop those feet down. Hip bone distance apart. Arms are down like railings. Good. Tuck your tail. Press your low back flat. Now, starting with the fingertips, the palms, the wrist, we start to move up the arms, roll the shoulder blades back. And lastly, pick up your head a little bit, tuck your chin in, feel that stretch to the back of the neck. The knees remain apart. Don't let them go any further apart. Tuck the tail, take a deep breath in, and lift the hips up. Pause. So the arms stay as they are, separated, fingertips, palms, the whole shoulders pressing back. Push heavily into your feet. Lift those hips, navel, and heart up a little bit higher. The spine's lifted away from the ground. Breathe deeply here. Inhale, come up just a little bit higher, and exhale, lower the spine down. Good. Draw the knees into the chest. Draw your chin, nose, forehead up to the knees. Give a gentle squeeze, and then relax your back, your head, and your feet down. Good. We're going to do another round. You have an option of bridge, or you have the option of maybe moving into the introduction of wheel. We set it up the same. Tuck your tail. Press into the fingers, palms, wrist, shoulders, or planting the palms alongside the head. On the inhale, we're going to start to lift up. Maybe you're lifting up onto the top of the head. If you're taking bridge, you're going to start to walk the hands towards one another. Maybe the thumbs touch. Maybe you can interlace, keeping the arms straight, pressing into the lengths of the arms. Maybe you're taking your head off the ground and you're straightening legs and arms. Coming into bridge for just a few more breaths. Wheel. If you're up in wheel, take that deep breath in, rise up, rise up, rise up. All together now, let's exhale, lower ourselves all the way down. Draw the knees into the chest. Draw the forehead into the knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale, lower the feet. Last round, this nice heart opener, the front of the body. Again, final bridge or wheel. Tuck the tail. Press the palms, length of the arms. We're bringing the palms alongside the head. It's pushing into the feet on the inhale, rising up. Breathing deeply here. Try to bring the edges of those arms down if you're in that bridge. Maybe you can walk those feet back towards those fingertips a little bit and re-straighten those legs if you're up in that wheel. Push those hip bones up, everybody. Good, heavy pressure on those feet, the whole full length of the arm, wherever you are. Take one more nice deep breath in, up, 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 up. Exhale, separate the hands or slowly and safely lower everything down. Last time, draw the knees into the chest, forehead up into those knees, and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Relax your back and your head down. Good. So we're going to prepare for an inversion here. So we have some options. I'll give you a few moments to set yourself up. It will be shoulder stand or a variation of legs up, arms up. We have some walls. Feel free to use them. Good. Extend the soles of the feet up if you're ready. Arms are alongside you like railings. If you prefer, you can take all four limbs up. From here, we can move into a moment of plow. If you're going to prepare, if you're ready, you can take yourself up into shoulder stand. So depending on your practice and your day-to-day, you might find that shoulder stand wasn't a choice for you. But yet you have an inversion practice. You can join Susan and take the headstand. If you're up in the shoulder stand, maybe you can make a little adjustment, crossing the legs, a little squeeze and lift, or even drawing those knees into the forehead, curling yourself up for a moment. And when you're ready, take yourself back up. Breathe. Don't work too hard, just enough. Keep the feet, the ankles, and the calves, maybe a little softness through the knees. Keep pushing down into those forearms if you're in that headstand. Keep the neck long. We're engorging the heart here. It's getting extra full. It's taking all that extra fluid that's flowing down from the top. It's still pumping it though, higher volume all over the body. We're going to take advantage of that in just a moment. If you're up in the headstand, you're slowly beginning to dismantle yourself when you're ready. Bring yourself down to the earth. Take child's pose. If you're up in the shoulder stand, let the feet fall behind the head. Keep the legs as straight as possible. If the toes don't touch down, keep your hands on your back, supporting you. Good. If the feet are floating in the air, you have your hands on your back. With caution and strength, slowly lower yourself down. If the palms are on the earth, use them as brakes. As soon as you can join us, bring the hands down. Keep those legs as close as you can to your face. Tailbone touches. Extend the heels. And then send those feet forward and lower all the way down onto the back. Good. Relax. Breathe a few breaths here. Allow the heart to pump the blood. Good. Bring your legs together, point your toes. Circle your arms back alongside your head. Take a really nice deep breath in, fill and stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, draw your knees into your chest, reach up for your knees. Take a couple rocks from side to side. Good. Drop your feet down. It can be right side by side. You can take your arms out to a T or a field goal post, cactus arms, whatever you want to call them today. Pick up your left leg, cross it over your right. Now listen, keep your right foot there. Just lift your hips up and move a few inches towards the left side of your mat. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower your legs over towards the right. Allow your chin to roll to the left shoulder. Close your eyes. If that crossed legs is too much, you can uncross them and stack them. Breathe. Try to keep that left shoulder blade connected. Little pressure in the back of that right arm. Draw those shoulders level with the earth. Keep breathing here. Feel that stretch across the hip. Good. Take one more nice deep breath in. Really fill yourself up. Turn your palms down. On the inhale, allow your knees to come up. Chin to center. Uncross the legs. Plant your left foot right next to your right one. Pick up your hips. Bring everything back into line. Pick up your right leg. Cross it over your left.
With the left foot planted, pick up your hips, move them to the right just a little bit, inch or two. Take a nice deep breath in, and nice and slowly allow those legs to now move to the right as you turn the chin to the right. Or legs left. Excuse me, did I say the right? I apologize. Chin right, legs left. Opposite side. Relax. You can turn the palms up here. Don't let that right shoulder lift. Press heavily into that left arm. If there's no contact there, bring the shoulders equally back down to the earth. Use the breath. Breathe deeply in and out. This works nicely across the hip, the low back. Go ahead, take one more nice deep breath in, really fill yourself up. Exhale completely, release the breath, turn the palms down. On the inhale, bring the knees up, chin to center. Uncross the legs, plant the feet, bring the hips back in. Arms are out to a T or that field goal post. Draw the knees up, flex your feet. Take a really nice deep breath in, and then exhale, lower the legs over to the right in this fashion. Turn your chin to the left. So this rotation is slightly different. This will involve more spine. That rotation point just below the ribs. That's why we keep the shoulders level. It allows that rotation to come from the place it's designed to. And breathe here. Now that right hand, you can keep it right where it is. If you need a little bit of added weight on the outside of that left leg, you can place it there. If you find yourself relaxed in this position, there's the ability to draw the knees a little closer to the right arm as long as it doesn't cause your shoulder to lift up. You can make any of those subtle movements and then pause. Breathe. So, the biggest breath that you can possibly manage to take right now, fill yourself up. Draw it in through the nose, fill up the lungs, fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up. And then exhale all that breath and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Turn the palms down nice and strongly. Inhale, start to bring the knees up. Bring your chin to center, squeeze and flex there. Exhale, release over to that left side. Roll your chin to the right. Wherever the legs fall, that's where they're supposed to be. Let them be. Let go. Breathe. And we wait. Because that was a big movement, right? Completely from the opposite side. So we have to allow just a couple of extra moments, a couple of extra breaths of that change, that softness to occur. And keep breathing here. So what do you need? Maybe nothing. Maybe you stay just as you are. Maybe you use that left hand and add a little bit of weight there. Get that extra something across the hip and the low back from that location of twist in the mid-spine. Maybe you start there and you take a few more breaths. Maybe you find room, maybe you don't. There's always that possibility of drawing those knees a little closer to the left arm. Okay, a little more rotation, a little more stretch, but don't let the shoulders lift, whatever you do. And allow the breath to be big. You made that expansive breath and made a little bit more room, and we always try to keep good. Last few moments here. It's all we get. And it's over. So we have to give it all, our best, every breath. So at this time, it's the last breath in this position. So do your best to take the biggest one. Really fill yourself up. Fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up. Good. And exhale that breath. Release it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Turn those palms down and begin to draw the knees up, chin to center.
Reach your arms up for those knees. Good. Can you pick up your shoulders and your head and draw yourself towards those knees? Maybe even shift the arms and wrap them around the shins. Squeeze yourself in a little bit more and start to activate every muscle in the body, right from the tips of the toes to the tips of the nose. Take a really nice deep breath in, fill yourself up. And now we can make more room by emptying the lungs and really squeezing ourselves into the smallest little package. Squeeze, 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 and then release and expand and allow the breath to flow in as the body settles. And take a moment and then go ahead and adjust yourself, cover yourself, anything you need to make yourself ready for your relaxation. You deserve it. Is it a blanket? Is it some clothing? Is it nothing? Just be still. Let the breath go. Just allow yourself to be. You will breathe, the heart will beat, the body will take rest. And all of the benefits of your effort, your breath, those things built within these movements, the postures, the asana, this yoga, your yoga, they all start to come now. be aware of your presence here. The space that you're taking. The air that you're now drawing in and out again with the breath. Make it deep, make it full. Feel the rise and the fall of the body. Then again, taking control. Fingers, toes. Start to wake yourself up. Roll the hands, roll the feet around gently. The wrists and the ankles. Make sure you go in both directions and allow the head to gently roll from side to side. Just wake up the neck, the spine, everything in between. Good. Be still. Bring the chin to center. Draw the legs together, pointing the toes. Reach the arms back alongside your head. One more stretch here. Take a nice deep breath in. Lengthen and fill. Exhale. Release the arms down to your sides. Gently draw the knees into the chest. Take a gentle grip there. Just a couple of times. Rock from hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, and then release yourself over onto your right side and pause again. Let go. Breathe. Eyes are closed. Bring the left palm, plant it into the earth, and connect in front of the heart. Now, with as little movement as possible, press yourself up into a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Really lift through the crown. Relax the shoulders down, gently back. Bring the palms together out in front of you and really press them. And then draw the thumbs into the sternum and let those 4 fingers fall away from you. One more time, breathing in and sitting up tall, extending through the neck. As you exhale, just bow the chin there towards the chest. Gaze at the tips of the fingers behind the closed lids. Thank yourself for coming. Spending this time for you. Send a silent thank you out into the room and out into the ether to those who have joined us here and will join us out there. I'm grateful that I can sit here and share these practices of yoga with you. Lifting the chin. The divine light that dwells deep and burns bright within me graciously bows to that same divine light. It dwells deep and it burns bright within you. When I reside in that place in me and you reside in that place in you, we are truly one. Namaste, everyone. Leaning forward, planting the palms, seal in your practice. Taking it with you out into the real world and share it where it's really needed. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful night, rest of the week. Any questions or comments are always welcome. And just in case you hadn't caught it, Monday, the noon class is canceled this week coming up. We will have a makeup class on Friday. Make sure you get your fix there. So, yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day.